Hello and welcome to the 14th Canon. This is where me and a guest will go over what has happened around the club, whilst also competing in challenges and quizzes during the show. My guest tonight is a brilliant AFTV presenter, is hosting and being a part of brilliant content himself. As for me, I've only been doing YouTube for a few weeks now, and for up and coming new content creators, I'd really look at this guy as a role model as well, the way I have. Always bringing positive energy. Please welcome Marty.
Thank you very much. It's a very nice intro. No, very, very much appreciated, mate. You say some really kind words, and they go a long way. I admire what you're doing with the channel. I think it's fantastic. You're starting out, and start as you mean to go on, and you'll do well, mate.
Yeah, thank you, of course. But the first question that I think is the most important one on any show that I ever do. Have you had a good day? Are you doing well? Keeping well?
I'm very well, mate. Yeah, listen, I'm happy. We're here talking about football, and that's one of my chosen subjects. Definitely, and thank you very much for having me, and thank you very much for inviting me on the show as one of your first guests. So, if it does help, and I've helped you out in any way, and I can do, then that means the world to me. So yeah, it's been a great day. Obviously, I'm sure we're going to come on to the weekend, but I'll leave that to you to direct the course of this show. And I'm buzzing from that. I'm sure we're going to talk about the weekend as well coming up.
As you mentioned, the weekend just gone, big weekend for Arsenal. Let's talk about that first. We have just absolutely smashed Leeds 5-0. Gyökeres masterclass, Timber masterclass. We sent them back to Ellen Road. So, the first question is, what were your thoughts on the game? Any standout players for you? I know you were at the game as well. So,
I am.
Yeah, was there anyone that you were watching in the flesh where you were just like, wow?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
We'll get on to Eze in a minute, so let's just try and keep the excitement for Eze for a little longer. But
I will do. Yeah. So look, as you said, we absolutely annihilated them, getting 5-0, and then you say that, and everyone turns around and says, "Oh, but they're a Championship side." They're not a Championship side; they're a Premier League side, and they're a decent outfit. They weren't the greatest to come up from Championship and be that positive against Everton's fantastic. And the bottom line is they just got annihilated. Seeing Timber get a brace is always good. That's when you're getting a brace from set pieces. We scored set pieces. 3 set pieces this season already. I was really impressed with in the flesh was Victor Gyökeres. Victor Gyökeres is an absolute machine. What I love about that goal, people say, oh, he's unproven in the Premier League. Listen, he could go on and not score for the next 8, 9 games, 10 games. It could happen, but I'd find that very hard to believe. The way he got that ball, and the ball gets played through on the left-hand side, and he runs into the penalty area, and he literally skips past both of those players like they're not even there, and then 4 players manage to get in front of him, and he rifles it. He doesn't just shoot, he literally pounds that into the back of the net, and the goalkeeper doesn't even have a chance to literally put his hand down. When I look at this Arsenal side and I see like all the players in the positions, they've pieced it together very carefully, and I think it's a fantastic side. You've got, like, when you look at Jurriën Timber, the quality of that player. When you look at William Saliba and Gabriel, listen, they haven't done what, say, Van Dijk's done, but I'm telling you, in years to come, William Saliba will be mentioned in the same breath as Virgil van Dijk, who, a few years ago was one of the best defenders in the world, and that's a legit, we all know that. I'm very, very excited for this season.
Yeah, this squad is still young. And as you said, going up to Anfield, no Saka, potentially no Odegaard, there is still a confident buzz around the fan base, I think, with, all the players that we've brought in, 7 so far. And I mean, if we were in this situation last year where we were going to Anfield, I know Declan Rice wasn't available last year at Anfield, but if we were going without Odegaard and Saka, I mean, what would it have been? Marino was a 10 and Sterling on the wing. So yeah, it shows how much we've improved from last season with the transfer window, because we can now go there with, we've got Martinelli, Trossard, Madueke, Eze, Nwaneri, all of these players all available, and it just shows the depth that we've got in this squad, which is just amazing.
With Max Dowman, every time he's played in the last three games, he's won us 3 penalties. Now, after 70 minutes, if you bring a lad like that on against an aging Van Dijk and a Kanate who is clumsy in the box, and I've watched Liverpool, he's clumsy in the box. You don't think he's not got a good chance of putting the ball in the net or winning a penalty?
Yeah, good points there. Max Dowman, Ethan, all looking good. Hayland, looking positive again. We'll move on now. This next segment of the show, what I call quiz. Marty here will have 60 seconds to answer as many Arsenal related questions as possible. Marty, your time will be up when you hear this noise here. Great noise. Timer 1 minute. The time starts in 3, 2, 1. In which year did Arsenal officially sign William Saliba?
2019.
Correct. Which player scored a hat-trick in Arsenal's famous 5-3 win over Chelsea at Stamford Bridge in 2011?
I know this. It's either Walcott or Van Persie. Van Persie.
Correct, it was Van Persie.
Yep.
Who started Arsenal in goal for Arsenal in the 2006 Champions League final?
Jens Lehmann.
Correct. Who did Arsenal sign Albert Sambi Lokonga from in 2021?
Anderlecht.
Correct. Who scored Arsenal's only goal in the 1-1 draw with Manchester City in the 2023 Community Shield final?
Oh, that's a good question. Pass.
It was Trossard. Which Nigerian striker wore 25 for in Arsenal colours?
Pass.
It was Kanu. And that's time.
No, I've got another 6 seconds.
You serious?
You started it, I watched it because I've got the timer up here. It went to 10 past. I've just been done out of 10 seconds.
That's 4. You're joint top of the leaderboard.
I think I need either the 10 seconds that I should have had, or a question, or one of them points.
Let's get on.
Fine!
If that's how we're going to do this, I'll give you one more question.
Okay.
This is to go top of the table. No pressure. No pressure.
Come on.
Top of the table, all or nothing question. I've got 2 here. Which one shall I ask you? Go.
The easier one.
Okay.
Which Ferrari F1 driver is a famous Arsenal fan?
Wait, come on, Lewis Hamilton.
Top of the table. Marty, congratulations. You're top of the table.
Thank you. Thank you.
I watched your fan cam after the Leeds game, and you heavily praised that the transfer window that we've had and the job that Andrea Berta has done. So my question to you is, have we got the best squad in the league?
This the whole squad thing. I mean, you can always add a couple of players. I do. I mean, listen, if you were to be greedy and have Isak sitting on the bench, then you definitely say hands down. Our cover for Gyökeres is Havertz, who's injured, and then obviously it's Martinelli, who I believe his natural position's a 9. So, against Liverpool last season, he did well. And whenever he plays as a 9, he does well. When I look at that midfield, they're unbelievable. But it's all. We'll find out. These questions can only really be truly answered at the end of the season. Look, Manchester City have got plenty of depth. We know that they've bought players they always buy well. That they've got a good recruitment process, and obviously Liverpool are reigning champions, so you can't write them off. But yeah, it is a very good squad. Andrea Berta, different level of operator. I think the guy the way he moves is slick. He is just. I've not seen anything like it in all my time as an Arsenal fan. I cannot remember a transfer window like it. It's unprecedented. It's been absolutely explosive. For about 8 signings at the end of it. It's just insane. It's a whole team. And to think that last season, we had 12 first team players out for more than 4 months, I think. These are all starters. Thank God that David Raya didn't get injured, because we would have been absolutely shafted with Neto. Yeah, I do heavily praise them, and I heavily praise what they're doing at the football club, because I love watching the football, and I I don't know how anyone can walk away from that game. I was in the stadium and it was a special day. First gates to start the Premier League. I can't remember beating a team on the home opener 5-0. I can't even remember doing it away either, ever. I really get me wrong. It's a long season. There's another 36 games to play. There's Carabao Cup, there's FA Cup, there's Champions League. There's a lot of football to play. In what I see, what I've watched this process over the last 6 years, and I remember how bad it was. I think a lot of people seem to forget how bad it actually was at the Emirates. I remember going to Europa League games and there was 20,000 fans in the stadium, and people were, and even then people were leaving. The place was empty, and it was weird, and it was freezing cold, and it was horrible. If you don't look at this current Arsenal side, and it doesn't get you excited, I think you've got something wrong with you personally.
This is guest choice. If you saw last week, Lee had the second choice of guest the year from the kit and player career paths. This week we've got a new option. We still have guest the year from the kit, fresh batch of kits. We've also got Who Is That Gunner?
Oh mate, let's do Who's That Gunner?
Who is that gunner? I'll tell you what, that's a good pick because this is new.
Good.
So, who is that gunner? I appreciate you picking this one because it's something new. I've not done this before. So how this will work is there will be a picture of a player, Arsenal player obviously, gunner. Could be past, could be present. Face will be covered. So your first clue will be the picture with their face covered.
Cool.
But if you need a second clue, I can give you a second clue. But there's going to be 5 of them, so there's 5 points up for grabs. So yeah, let's get straight into this first one. You should get this. This one.
It's Aubameyang.
It is indeed Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Aubameyang.
Yeah, captain the team to an FA Cup victory.
No, I'll be honest, it's not as easy as. All you got is his arms. I just about make out maybe a couple of his tattoos, but they've all changed. And you've got the shirt.
I say they get progressively harder. This second one, very recent, very easy. I mean, there's a clue already. But there it is. Covered the squad number.
Oh, Declan Rice, that's Deckers.
It is indeed Declan Rice.
Deckers, mate.
Yeah.
Deckers with the Teckers.
Yeah, let's move on to third one. There he is.
Freddie Ljungberg.
It is indeed Freddie Ljungberg. Yeah, here is number 4. Obviously, I can give you the second clue if you want it.
Oh, I'm potentially. Oh mate, I've got his name. He's German international. Give me a clue.
I played 1 game for Arsenal.
Sorry?
I played 1 game for Arsenal.
He played 1 game for Arsenal?
Yeah.
Dennis Suarez. Is it Dennis Suarez? No. Oh God! Oh wow! Oh wow! I'll be honest with you. I don't even know who he is.
Pleguezuelo. Played 1 game for Arsenal in the League Cup. And ever since, he's not really done much. He's just got relegated with Plymouth.
We don't care.
You're doing well so far. But here's your final one. There it is. Obviously, you can have.
Looks like it's William Gallas. Give us a clue.
The clue is, I retired, aged just 27.
Oh. Colo Torre. Joel Campbell.
It is Emmanuel
Frimpong.
Good effort, that. Progressively more difficult.
Yeah, they were definitely.
And
the Pleguezuelo, that is just anyone gets that. I'd be very surprised.
I want to talk to you about Eze because you appeared on the Invincibles podcast with Robbie.
Yeah.
And you said that you had links with Crystal Palace and Fulham. Mm-hmm. So the question is it the kit man or the dinner lady?
It's the toilet cleaner.
I want to talk to you about Eze. How long do you reckon he's wanted this move? What do you think he'll bring? Because we've seen all the clips of Ian right now. We've seen the clips of him inside the Emirates on that pitch, smiling, thanking his family, thanking God for what has happened. And yeah, let's just talk about Eze, because it's something that we've got to do. He's just signed. I'm buzzing. I've got the shirt on the way. You're buzzing. I know you're buzzing. So let's just talk about Eze.
When did Eze want this signing? I think the day that he got released. This is a lad that admitted that he cried for a week after getting released from Arsenal Football Club, and then what he's done. This is a real story of life. You know what he's done there, right there, is he's been resilient and not given up. He's had an Achilles injury as well, which is a serious injury. He has dug in and gone around clubs. He's gone around Millwall, QPR, and Wycombe Wanderers, and he's not given up. And we don't bring him back in from being out on loan to these clubs. We bring him in as a marquee signing, a guy that we've spent 68 million quid on. Seeing him come onto that pitch on Saturday, when they said make sure everyone's in the stadium early because we've got a massive announcement to make. He walks out onto that pitch, and even my hairs stand up now talking about it. And it was right in front of me, and it was absolutely, I won't forget it. Like, I even, as I say, talking about it gives me goosebumps. And what it meant, like his face, you could just see it in his face, like he was just made up. In that stadium, there was jubilation. Like, he will be loved there. He will be loved there. And if he hits the ground running and he goes and sticks 2 goals away against Liverpool, and Gyökeres scores a goal and we 3-0'd them, mate, there's going to be absolute scenes of carnage. I'm telling you, people love him. You know, they love it's you know, the hard work and dedication shows. Never give up. Always be determined. Always keep trying, and never doubt yourself, and always believe and put the hard work in, and the right things will happen. He's a gooner that wants to play for the club. There's nothing stronger than that, you know. And this guy has the ability to change games on a sixpence. Like, he is a phenomenal. He's the sort of guy that will pick the ball up on the halfway line and he'll dance past a player or two, and he'll either lay it off to Saka or he'll lay it off to Gyökeres. You'll know what happens when them boys get on the end of the ball. Or he'll just say, no, do you know what, mate? See that top corner? I'm going to put that ball there and I'm going to curl it in there, and you ain't getting nowhere near it, mate. And there's nothing you can do about it. And he'll win you that match single-handedly, because he's done it for Crystal Palace numerous times. The whole story is just a fantastic story, and I cannot wait to see him start against. He's got to start. Also, with Odegaard being injured, not saying perfect timing, because there's never perfect timing for an injury, but he just got straight in there. So that's his natural position is more of a 10, getting involved, creating play, moving the ball around and finishing and getting in those dangerous positions. But he's the sort of guy that wants to shoot on sight, and he doesn't want to mess around. In this Arsenal team, you're going to get chances. If you look at how many chances Odegaard's had over the last season, and Eze's finishing is fantastic. You've got to say this boy could easily pick up 20 goals in all competitions. I wouldn't find it hard to see that in, for Crystal Palace. I think he got 15, or 16. In this Arsenal team, you are going to get more chances, because naturally Crystal Palace have to defend a lot more than teams are. Usually Arsenal are on the front foot, and our problem's always been putting the ball in the back of the net for the last few seasons. And you've got it there when you look at Saka, Gyökeres and Eze. And I think it's going to improve Odegaard as well. I really do. I think he's going to up his game. It's an amazing signing. He has the ability to go down in Arsenal history.
Not just this creator that will drive past the man and play a ball into Gyökeres or, as it was Mateta at Crystal Palace, but he will score you goals as well. He isn't afraid to just smash it, and it will go top bins. We got Anfield this weekend, Liverpool. It's going to be a tough game. It has been throughout the years, but as you said on your fan cam, we're not there for a point. We're there to take all 3. That's the mentality that we have got to have every game this season if we want to go and win. If we want to go and win titles. So, quick fire score prediction this week. What are you going to go with?
I'm going to go 3-1. And actually, funny enough, right? The guy that said, I know who the guy was. He went, yeah, we'll go there for a point. He's the same guy that's Arteta out. I might make that make sense. So you're Arteta out, but you accept getting a point. What? How does that mentality work? It's a mentality thing. It is. You need to be going. You're going in believing. Why wouldn't? Listen, I respect Liverpool. They're a huge club. I respect them. I'm not sitting here mugging them off and, you know, making them out to be. But I'm telling you, like, you have to. Listen, we've spent all that money for a reason.
For me, I can see this game going the way it has been when we've been going to the Etihad, Anfield the last few years. I think it's going to end 2-1 to Arsenal. I think Liverpool will probably score the opening goal. Obviously, we don't want that to happen because Anfield will go mental, and we will have to dig deep. But I think they score first, we get the comeback, and we just hold on. And I think the difference is from last season to this season, we've got the mentality, we've got what it takes up there to just defend and see out results. We're one of the best teams in the league at doing it. So for me, I think 2-1 to Arsenal. And that's where I'm going to wrap it up, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. Check out some of Marty's content on AFTV.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. We'll probably be talking about the WSL starting, stuff like that. So see you all next week, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you very much.